Hi, this is a tutorial about Bubble.us. It's a brainstorming application online, so you can actually brainstorm away and save off your brainstorm mind maps, whatever you want to call it. Just one thing, it is a Flash site, so you need Flash installed on your computer. So that means they won't work on the iPads as it is, but there's some applications which I'll share about for the iPad that you can actually use for mind mapping, which is very similar. Bubble.us is free, and all you need to do is just go to Bubble.us. Right now they're trialing 2.0, which is going to come into effect in January 1st. So that's the one I'm showing you, is the new version. All you need to do is hit Start Brainstorming, and you'll be taken straight away to this page, which is your palette, and this is where you're going to be constructing your mind map. Here's our start bubble, for the want of a better word. I just click in the center and I make sure, and you'll see that little box appear. That means I'm editing the inside part of this, and all I need to do is just put maybe my main idea here, and just click outside, and that's done. So I can drag that to wherever I want to start, and if we start it right in the middle. And if I mouse over it, and what you'll see here is a little window pops up, and I can change the color, I can change the font size, I can also connect it to another bubble if there was another bubble there, or I can actually delete it. But I'm actually just going to create a new child bubble. So as you can see there, it gives me a little pop-up window, and I just hit my mouse button, and straight away it's created another little bubble, and I can drag that around wherever I want, and it will extend that little arm around. So I click in again, make sure the little box is there, and first point. Now let's say I wanted another little branch off this one. I can make idea from first point, and then I want to go back here and I want to make a new little branch off this one. All I need to do is again click inside make this the active bubble, and if I mouse down there, there's the new child bubble, mouse click it, and second point. So there you see I've got a couple points there. So with these points, if we want to actually move something around, say for instance we decide that we actually want to, this doesn't really belong to this point here, it's actually really belonging to the second point. Oh, I will change that. All I can do is say I can actually drag it, and I can mouse over the actual second point, and you'll see it actually change color, like a halo effect around it, and I just drop it. It now belongs to the second point. And I can do that for anything else like that. Wherever I drop it, it will now belong to that, and it will actually offshoot from that. Now I can also, with these arms, I can actually click on them and label them. And for instance, there might be a case where, you know, and like that, so I can actually label it, and I know I might set a condition for this first point and make a point there for that. And let's say that I actually want to make a bubble have multiple branches or joined in multiple points of my actual mind map. All I have to do is actually mouse over one of the bubbles, and you can see the little connect button. I actually click and hold the connect button, and I drag it. And you see a little blue line, and it follows my mouse around, and I'm holding down my mouse button, and I'm joining it now to over here. So now what happens is you see a little arrow that points down to there. Now I mightn't want an arrow, so I can actually click on to the to there, and I can say at the end I just want it flat, or I might want the arrow the other way, or I might want an arrow on either end. It really depends upon what I actually want to do with it, and I can also label it as well. And that's all I have to do to actually join up multiple points. So when we've actually created our mind map, it may get very complicated with lots of branches, lots of joins everywhere, and lots of different parts to it. And it might get a little bit confusing to actually follow it. You can actually shrink branches down, and the way to do that, I'll just zoom in. You have to see me zoom in here using this button. Delete that. If you mouse over, you'll see a little collapse button. So if I collapse that, you can see now things are a little bit simpler. I've actually hidden away 10 sub branches or 10 little child branches of that one there. I can actually collapse this one. There's only one there. I could collapse all that if I wanted to, and so forth. Collapse the whole lot there, so that whole right side, because that's like the master one that I created all the others from, as you can see there. So I mean, that's pretty much bubble.us. You can make this complicated as you want, and it'll keep your thoughts organized. Oh, actually, the exporting and printing functions. If you want to export it, you just hit the export button. You can actually export it as a picture and save it off as a picture. So if I hit my export button, it'll encode it, and we'll see it there. It's actually downloaded here, and I'll load it up, and you'll see my little mind map. I can also print it, hit my print button, and then print it off to the start, whichever printer I want to choose to print off to, and it'll print off my mind map. Over the right hand side there, I have the option to actually create an account with bubble.us. That way I can actually save my mind maps, because if I don't sign up for it, my mind maps don't get saved, and that's an important thing. This mind map's only temporary, so I need to actually create an account, and I'm not going to go through this with you right now because I'm pretty sure that everyone here can actually sign up to an account, and sign up to the account, and then you can save off a certain amount of actual mind maps and re-edit them and use them for later on. That's it. So thank you very much for listening.